So this is bad.
Give me everything, nigga. Give me everything, bitch ass nigga.
Hey guys, retired Lieutenant Todd Heaton here with Humilitas First. If you live in a high crime dangerous area, then you're going to have to pay attention, even when you're just going to get your garbage cans. So bad guys and police officers who are active, they're going to have more of a concern for who is passing by. Why? Well, it's likely that they've made some enemies along the way. I'm retired and live in a whole different community than the one I serve, so I don't care as much about who is driving by as I do what are they doing. Is their vehicle braking rapidly to stop in relative close proximity to me? That's my concern. As it relates to situational awareness, what pre threat indicators suggest that an unjust criminal problem is beginning to spin up? Do I see the car substantially slowing down in response to me? Do you see anybody else out here? Do you see brake lights? Anytime you see somebody begin opening their car door as their vehicle is still slowing to a stop, that is a major red flag. Okay, once the driver or a passenger exits, because oftentimes it's a crew and it's a passenger or passengers, what's the alignment of their hips and shoulders? Is it in direct alignment with our current position? At what speed is the person moving to close the distance with you? Okay, let's talk solutions. For this particular problem, because there's a fairly substantial initial distance, I'm just going to abandon the garbage can and hastily get inside my home. Why? Well, there's a few reasons. First, it shows avoidance, which is a very good thing on the legal battlefield. Second, if my firearm is in the house, I need to get to it, as that's what is going to solve this kind of problem. Third, if I've done the work to fortify my door with 3-inch screws in the deadbolt catch and the door hinges, then it's going to take him maybe 2 dozen kicks to defeat that threshold. He might not defeat it at all. It's going to give me time to get the gun and to get in position in a point of domination. Look, I'm leading him into a position where he has to negotiate the fatal funnel against somebody who's dug in and well armed. And he's lost the element of surprise. If I understand where to be inside this structure and he doesn't, well, he's in deep water. Then I've regained the element of surprise. Surprise, speed, and violence of action. That is a winning principle dealing with an unjust criminal aggressor. Because most people are not paying attention or they don't know what to pay attention to, our bad guy here literally uses surprise, speed, and violence of action. Surprise, speed, and domination by means of a deadly threat with a firearm, well, that is absolutely an aspect of violence of action. It's my opinion, typically bad guys are just not going to give you this much initial distance and time to react. It's always going to be a judgment call, whether you can get in the house or not. If I have to live in a high crime dangerous area, well, I'm going to be concealed carry just to go get my garbage can. So let's take a look at dealing with this problem outside, and I'll give you some things to think about. What do I see and when do I see it? Do I see an object that I believe is a firearm in this guy's right hand at this point? If yes, then I'm going to draw and do what I can to place and keep this tree basically in line between me and him, giving me a little bit of cover. As I send as many defensive rounds downrange into his high upper chest as it takes to stop the threat. Bad guys don't shoot so well. Why? Well, it's rare that they have the opportunity to learn how to shoot well with a good two-handed grip. Oftentimes they need point blank range, where they just hold the pistol up and your chest or face fills the entire backdrop of that firearm. At 3 to 9 feet, you really have to have the firearm misaligned to miss. If it's at this distance that I first see I have a problem, then I completely failed as it relates to situational awareness. So I'm going to be a good witness and give him my wallet, my phone, and my car keys. There are a few reasons I still may need to use speed and violence of action. If I believe he's going to shoot me anyway, or for the ladies, if this is a kidnapping, or if he becomes distracted and gives me a blind spot. Because I'm not required to gamble even 1/100th of a percent with my life, so long as it's an active ongoing, imminent deadly force threat, then I have a right to defend myself. Obviously, if he begins actually shooting me, well, guess what? Shot doesn't equal dead. Dead equals dead. So that's another reason for speed and violence of action. But if I believe this is just a robbery and none of those other circumstances pop up, then I may just give him my wallet, give him my phone, give him my backpack, be a good witness. It depends.